Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. It is time for another live stream writing sprint session and chat session with your lovely friends. Story Tyrant shall be joining us shortly. And if you hear any beep, beep, beep in the background, it's because I've got my Discord open. Yes. So I'm going to set us a 5-minute timer to allow people to join us. Now, let me just share my screen, find the timer. And voila! So we have 5 minutes on the clock to allow people to join us. Yes, so what is everybody working on today? I've got lots of stuff going on. I actually have, let's see, I've got some organizational stuff to do. My emails are overloaded here and I need to get organized. I also have some author business stuff to do. I haven't documented any of my financial aspect or sales data or anything since, December of 2020. So I've got 4 or 5 months worth of stuff to catch up on. And I've also got a story to write. So let's see how much, I can get done in our little sprinting times. Just going to go back here. Yes. So, I can see somebody is watching us. Who is joining us? Oh, Story Tyrant is ready. Let's welcome her to the stage. Hello.
Hello. Good morning to all you wonderful writers.
And what are you working on today?
Breathe tea.
Try breathing. Less choking, more breathing.
I was going to work trying to finish Jen Galat, but then I thought I don't like the name. I hate the title. I'm going to call it Thirst instead. Anyways, yeah, I just came up with that. I want to call it Thirst. That was perfect. What am I working on? I have to organize myself. I am. My whiteboard's still in February. I haven't entered my receipts this year yet. I have a bag and a box of receipts that gotta be entered. I'm having this. I'm calling it a vacation, but is it a vacation? I am going away for a week. I am not going very far. I leave on Monday. I'm going to a little hotel. What do you call it? It's a house that's been converted to rooms. It's a B&B. Okay. And and it's called Bella's Castle. It's just outside Morden, Manitoba. And I'm going there, and they have everything set up for the pandemic. So I will be alone with my husband. There is no dining room. There's nobody else staying there. It's just us. It's a very they're struggling to stay afloat, and so we're helping a local economy. Bless you.
Thank you.
But the reason I'm doing this is I have to get my head back into writing. I'm bringing the Family Man. I'm going to edit the whole time I'm there. With my pain levels drop so low now, thanks to that work that the chiropractor has done on my neck. I told you about this, right?
I don't think so. But
okay. So I've been in chronic pain for years, for about 12, 15 years.
Right.
Every day in pain. And couple that with my anxiety. If I don't write out my issues, I'm not the only writer. Come on, other people do this too. I have to write. Yeah, see, yeah, I have to write. It's not a question of want to write. I have to write. It's how I get rid of my stress. And how do I explain it? I have not been writing. Everything's just overwhelming me between the pandemic and working for just over a year nonstop. I gave up my weekend shifts. I gave up the dairy. I just couldn't do it anymore because I was working Monday to Friday plus Saturday mornings plus Sundays. And then I had to give up. I had to give it up. I couldn't do it. Well, obviously I couldn't do it. I never expected to be a full-time work. Anyway, long story short, I have had this amazing thing happen with the chiropractor. She, in one session, realigned my neck, popped a bunch of things in my neck. So for the last almost 15 years of being in pain, I literally left the chiropractor's office, and this is not something that happens to most people. This is just, I was very lucky. And the chronic pain went away. And what was weird is that I'm sitting in her office or on the bed thing, right? She's popped my neck and I'm sitting there and I almost fell asleep on her. She's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "I'm falling asleep." Like my whole body's going, "Oh." Like she sat with me like for 10 minutes to make sure I was okay to leave. She was very worried. I said, "No, I'm ready to have a nap. I have to go back to work, but I was ready to have this nap." And so the chronic headache, I don't know how else to describe it. It's like, oh, okay, I'll show you something that explains everything. You ready? Look at this. I can turn my head to my shoulder.
You couldn't do that before?
Not for 15 years.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
That's a long
So
time.
yes. And now though, the anxiety's still here. And I have to break this pattern and I have to get back into writing. By going away for these 5 days, which is not very far, it's only an hour away. But I don't have my yard, I don't have my garden, I don't have my house, I don't have laundry. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm there to write. Oh, and happy with my husband. And they bring food to the door. You have to fill this thing out and they bring food to the door. So I don't even have to cook.
That sounds like a great retreat. I would like to do that.
Yeah, it's basically a writer's retreat for our anniversary.
Nice. Happy,
Yeah.
happy, 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 happy anniversary. Happy, happy, happy. Yeah, you're going to get some singing if you're joining us. Okay, let's get productive. We have one viewer. I don't know who it is, but feel free to say hello in the chat and let us know that you're here. Yes, we are working on being productive today, writing, editing, author business, whatever it is that you have on the go. So let's be productive together. On your marks, get set, go. Ding, 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 ding. Time's up. Okay, setting our little 5-minute timer so that we stay productive. And just so you know, you're unmuted. Okay. So yes, so Self-Publishing with Dale popped in and said hello. Thanks for stopping by. I know you're probably still not here, but that's okay. I joined Dale's Discord channel, so I'm on his Discord so we can chat. And how did your sprint go? Did you get some stuff done?
Yes, but I forgot to do a word count before I started. Yeah.
Oh, that's okay.
I added 2-3 chapters. So not chapters, 2-3 paragraphs.
Oh, yeah. That's good.
Paragraphs, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
I also didn't do any writing.
What would you do?
I sorted my emails. It's kind of gotten to that bogged down point where there's too many emails for me to look at. So I decided to kind of take some time and get organized. So it looks a little bit better. I still have some more to do, but that's okay.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to draw distinctions in descriptors. So I'm being very clear with one group of descriptors that I'm dealing with a wet environment, but then I have aspects of descriptors of other. Shall I just say it to make it more clear? Okay, so in my story, it's J is for a Jangalot. A Jangalot is a vampiric creature that lives in caves in Java.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. Yes, and it infects people and or animals. So what I have here is I had a young man who returned from Java during the pandemic. He was stuck in Java for months, and he was there with his fiance, where they got married. And they weren't going to get married there, but they were stuck there for 8 months or 12 months because of the pandemic. So they ended up getting married while they were there. They were spelunking. They were in caves doing cave diving or cave exploring. And he got bit by a creature. Him and her got bit by a creature. So they've been infected and they died. So we don't know that. So when you start reading the story, the sister is dealing with a flooded basement and a bunch of other stuff. And what I have is I have a very wet environment with a desiccated rat in it. So hopefully people reading it go, whoa, 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 it's been wrong. You wouldn't have a desiccated rat in a slimy, wet, water-soaked environment. Why is this rat desiccated when it's surrounded by water? So the desiccated rat bites our POV, infecting him. We don't know that yet. So they're going to come across an infected goat soon that goes after them. So it's a desiccated. What was that?
Just my phone.
Oh, okay. I was worried something was some weird feedback. And so what I'm doing is I'm planting clear indicators that we're in a very wet environment. So the subconscious of the reader, I don't want beating them over the head. The subconscious of the reader should read that, hey, I have a desiccated rat in a wet, slimy environment. There's something wrong here, right? But meanwhile, they're overwhelmed with the smell of death and the digging up the mud and dealing with the dead goats and dealing with the dead dog. And then the neighbor comes over and they're scared they're going to find the girlfriend. And, they don't know. And then the sister of the dead person, she comes out and says she discovered they were married. And because her best friend is Trevor, who is the guy who organized this work crew. Dylan is a member of the work crew. He knows Trevor. They've been friends for a few years. And mostly backyard barbecues and stuff like that. And they've worked on each other's houses. They've helped with putting garages up, the guy stuff. And it's in the pandemic. And in Dylan's circumstances, his brother-in-law has died. And the house was leased by the bank before his brother-in-law was even buried. This is something that is happening in the States. I also have they rent a house. And what's happening is instead of having a yearly rental, they're having monthly, because a lot of renters in the States are discovering they're not getting their rental leases renewed. They're being moved to a monthly. That allows the person to evict them if they can't come up with rent. So because even though during the pandemic, a lot of people can't work and you have a restriction on kicking people out, the banks they're still demanding all the money from the landowners. So if the landowner has mortgages on its properties, which are paid with the rentals, well, he's still being charged interest and everything else. He's not getting a break. As a matter of fact, many of the banks have upped the interest rates on these people, arguing you can demand more rent because they're getting income from the government. So it's just a background in the story. It's not important. It's just a background stressor that you know that Dylan is dealing with. He has to come up with an extra $400 by the weekend. So what he's doing is he's taking any odd job he can, and he's being paid $100 a night to help this lady try to save her family home before the bank forecloses and condemns it. And they're trying to pump out, try to sell it, try to get some money out of it to pay off the mortgage. Her brother had to mortgage the house, which was mortgage free, so he could survive in Java for the almost 8 months before and get a flight home because of the pandemic. So I have these things happening that are very logical. What? But
yes.
This is the first story. But we have the Jongalat, which is an unforeseen event.
Oh my goodness. You got
So
a lot.
What?
Okay. I said you got lots going on.
It's good. It's easy. It flows. It works. You know.
That is good. Okay, I'm gonna get us set up here to keep going.
Yes.
And then, yeah, I don't know what if I should. I'm debating on either A, jumping in and actually writing, or B, continue with this organizational stuff so I can get it off my plate.
Yeah. It's up to you. Will you write after?
Probably not.
Then write now.
Good idea. If I do like every live stream, if I spend the first sprint doing something towards the author business or email sorting or something, and then right after that, then it won't be so bad.
Exactly.
Good idea. Right. Okay, let us get going here. On your marks, get set, and go.
Okay.
Alrighty, Tyra. That sprint is over. Oh, I did the wrong timer. And let's go with this and put our.
So what did you work on? What did,
I wrote 212 words. How'd you do?
I fleshed out the finding of the dead dog scene.
Oh, good. I wrote most of the opening scene. It's about 479 words, and she's in the kitchen cooking beef stir fry while her sister's 3D head is coming out of her phone on her counter.
Cool. I like it.
So it's like a 3D projected image of her sister, and they're having a conversation about this robot application that she sent.
Cool.
Hello, welcome. Thanks for joining us. What are you working on today? We are writing today. Yes, productivity sprint. So you can do writing, editing, other business, or whatever else you're working on. Yes.
I do argue.
Good plan.
Yes, you have to practice, if nothing else.
Vampire
Excellent. Me too, sort of. Yeah.
2002. Ooh.
Interesting.
Good year. In New York State and City.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right. Excellent.
That's exciting. So does it have like a romantic subplot, or are we talking like vicious vampires, death, blood, gore? I'm nosy. I'm working on a robot story.
I like for details. I know I'm stuck on details today. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
You don't want to use too many details, but I need to, gore. Okay, excellent. And death. Well, one's assuming with gore. Yeah. Yes. I'm already in. Yeah. You had me at death.
Yes, we're hooked. We're going to want to sample this, right?
So I'm playing with details. I want to make sure that I don't use too many details to point out there's something's wrong, but enough details to make to give the reader concern. And I don't want to hit them over the head with it, but I want to trickle in that there's something wrong. There's a subtle thing with things being wrong. And to me, that's very important. It's critically important. So
like the subtlety is important, or just so that they get that feeling?
Yes, you don't want to be obvious. So it's like having a flickering light in a room, right? If you have a flickering light, overhead light in a very clean and tidy business room, it gives you a sense of unease. If you have a hallway with cracked tile, yes, this is. So what you do is.
Oh, sorry.
Ooh.
There's a bunch of attacks in the newspaper and stuff.
Excellent.
Ooh, finding. Yes, that's exciting. I like that.
Yes, I like it because you want to use 2 or 3 things. You want to mention something at least 3 times. Stephen King calls it the magic number. Everybody calls it the magic number. It's a big conspiracy. Okay. And then you're going to have people arguing it's gang violence. You have people arguing that it's just people fighting over, like nobody's fighting over, street people fighting over space. Yeah, you're going to have it's
like imitation.
Somebody who's psychotic, who's having a break and who's out there thinking they're a vampire.
It makes me want to say vampire.
Vampire. The vampire. Yeah. Yes. The thing of 3, before you show anything, you should have 3 hints or 3 something's wrong. So I'm layering in a sick person who dies of cancer, of a wasting cancer that affected his blood. And I want to make sure that this is clear there's something wrong. I have the wet environment. I have the desiccated rat body. I have another desiccated thing that happens, which your subconscious, I'm hoping it, because the way they're brushing it off, you should brush it off the reader as well, except that it should tug at you going, wait a minute. Why is that rat desiccated? Everything else is wet and slimy. Why is this rat dry and hard? That doesn't make sense.
Right.
Just
so sense of something not being right.
Yeah. So you already have the.
hears an attack, but he can't see it because he's in a bathroom stall and doesn't want to be seen.
I like that. I like the tension. I like the fear. You have to play with
I
that.
like
That's
the
nice.
style. That's nice. I like that.
Yeah, that is.
I have to decide where I'm going here. I just have this kitchen scene right now where they're talking about it. Now I need to introduce the male character that's going to work, but I don't
Yeah.
know how soon I should do that.
If he's going to be part of the story and important, he should be in the second. If her first is she's the first chapter, and he's the second chapter. If she's the first half
Yeah,
of the first.
I had a hard time doing that. Like when I did Cursed Night, I
Yes.
have like it's a pattern, but it's within the same chapter. So it's like her, him, her. Next chapter.
Right.
Him, her, him. And it was kind of, but maybe that's too much.
No, that works. As long as it's consistent, the reader will then be okay.
Oh, yes, I did that already. Okay,
Yeah.
let's get going.
Woot woot.
On your marks, get set, and go. Ellipses. All right. This is our timer for. Whoa.
Oh, hello, hello.
Hello, hello. How did it go? How did
Good.
everybody do?
Good.
I wrote 350 words.
I wrote half a page, but again, I haven't bothered counting. I didn't bother counting.
Well, that's
So-
okay. You know, I'm finding that Word keeps doing that whole spacing thing.
Yeah, you gotta watch. You gotta turn that off. You can turn it off. You go to spacing, and it'll have before or after a paragraph, and turn it off.
Yeah, well, I did, but then it came back on again. It's weird. I can't, like, don't. Oh, I found it.
Okay. Good.
Hello. Hello. Thank you for joining us.
Yes.
280
Yes.
words.
Yes.
Sweet.
Yes.
That is awesome. Sweet. So you didn't count your words again, hey? No,
Wait a minute. I'll just go and I'll look at it. Where is it? There we go. Stumbling. I have a lot of swearing.
Oh, hey. That's okay. We are adults, so swearing is accepted. Okay. So I'm probably we'll probably do one more sprint after this, and then we'll call it for the day. We have some, yard work to do today. So
yeah, I got up.
Almost at the 10K mark. Nice. That's awesome.
Good.
That's a
really
good feeling.
good. Yeah.
I'm only at 829 words because it's new. So
I'm at 4,800 words on my short story, and I'm hoping to keep it under 10,000 words.
that's good. That's exciting.
Yes.
Are you're gonna publish it on its own? Or are you
Most
putting it in a collection?
Oh, good. Good.
Nice.
I'm hoping to probably do another collection. This would be collection of horror stories. So, mind you, what do I write that isn't horror? Like that's what some people pointed out.
Romantic comedy.
Okay.
I'll be able to write more. I wrote 62,000 in April, but I didn't do any schoolwork
Oh.
during that month.
Well, yeah.
That's how.
Yeah. You got to trade off.
Sometimes that's how it goes, right? It's like you either accomplish something in your personal life or you write.
Yeah.
It's hard to balance both because it's like, I don't know about you guys, but when I start writing, it's like you get sucked into this time warp and like you're focused solely on your writing and whatever else is going on and everything else gets put aside. And it's very difficult to multitask unless you're a planner and a scheduler. I'm not a personal time scheduler. I do plan for my full-time job, but I think I would implement that in my personal life.
Yeah, I know. Same here. Well, actually, no, I'm not a good planner. I mean, I have my stuff I do at work, but it's a set schedule per day. So you always know what you're going to do, right? So there's no planning involved. I mean, yes, you have to be flexible because one day you might have 40 parcels. Next day you might have 210 parcels. You might get no flyers one day. You might get 5 flyers the next day. So yeah, you got to be flexible, but you know what's going to happen. So at home, I'm horrific. Like I have to get, years ago, I had lists and I did them. I actually kept the list. I found the list. I checked off the list. At the end of the week, I could see what I did.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good too.
Panther.
No schedule. I write when that's just how it goes. That's the way. I love doing that too. I'm on a short school break right now, so I can write more as well. But my summer only starts July 27th.
Okay.
So a few more weeks with less writing time for me.
Yep.
Yeah, that's difficult. I understand. I actually did. I printed off some. This is a good idea. I printed off some free calendars from the internet, just like some paper ones. And then that way I can take 1 month off at a time and only be looking at, current month and the upcoming month. And then I kind of have written down, release this video by this timeline and this video, do the podcast by this date, so that I have like a list. And then that way I know what I need to do next. So I just sit down, look at my calendar. Okay, what's due next? Okay, there we go. Now I'm focusing on this. That's pretty much my scheduling. I don't really pick times.
This is the Polestar one. They do a whole pile of them, but they all look the same inside. They all have different covers and different themes. I really don't care about the covers or themes because they do this. They give you a weekend at a glance.
Okay, yeah.
And I find I love that week at a glance, but I also need the month at a glance that you're doing, because I find the
Yeah.
month, these are things I have to get done during the month. Whereas this, I can plan my week and try to get a thing done every week. So I'm still
Right.
in February.
Oh, here we go. So my summer starts June 24th or something, and that's when I
Oh,
graduate.
congrats.
That's
Congrats.
awesome.
Yes.
Congratulations. I know this graduation this year is probably not going to be the same as what it has been in previous years for people, and that's really sad. It's a difficult time, but as writers, we always have writing to fall back on to help with stress relief, perhaps,
Yes.
and distractions.
Yep.
And there's always YouTube.
No, that's just distraction.
Yes, we should stop being the distraction for everybody here and and start being more productive. So, if you haven't joined us before, just so you know, the plan is to do this live stream 9 a.m. Sundays every second week. So it'll be 2 weeks from today. And actually, before we continue, I did tell you this last night. The My author table had been canceled, but now I have the author table rescheduled. So it's actually on Sunday this next weekend. So if I don't get all my last minute touches done during the week, I still have Saturday to finish my planning to get it ready. So I planned that pretty well.
Yes.
Okay, let's go. On your marks, get set, and go. All right, our last sprint is over. How did everybody do?
I'm over 5,300 words, which means I've done about
Ooh,
1,000 words today in
nice.
total.
Look at you go.
Yeah.
Look at you go. I don't know where I'm at.
I was like 4,130, I think, when I checked the first time. So I think.
Wow. Yeah, I did 261. So I've done, let's see, a total of 600. No, that's just the last two sprints. I've done more than that.
Yeah.
Probably close to 1,000 words, I think.
Yeah. I'll be about right. Oh.
That's okay. Did you get distracted?
Yeah. Or did you get something else done?
And then Chandra's joined us. Hello.
Hello.
Coming over. My son's laughing at me. Oh, you're not laughing at me? I thought you were laughing at me. Excuse me. Yes, must drink more tea.
Yes.
Yes.
Tea is the life.
Yeah. This is going actually quite well. Oh, I read an article.
Is it on right?
Good.
Yes,
Reading
reading is good.
rebuilds the creativity.
It does. It does. It does.
It does. And Helen.
That's good.
Almost 500 words. Hey, good
Woot,
job.
woot. That is good.
Yes, that is great. I love it. I decided to add some more flair into my character because I've noticed that I could do more with character development and stuff. So I am adding a bit of a disability onto my character. Not really disability, just a health condition. That's because I'm thinking, you know what, maybe this could be one of her reasons for applying for this robotic trial is because she has a health condition and she lives alone and she needs that extra help. So I think that's what makes her a good candidate to be accepted for this program as well. So,
excellent. Excellent.
Yes. Well, yes, this has been, I think, very productive. We've gotten lots of words down, and it was nice to actually write during the writing sprints instead of just editing, or because I was always working on the Nerdalific auto budget that took forever to be done.
But it's done.
It is done.
Does it feel good? Yes, it does.
It does. It feels like I'm starting fresh and I have all of these decisions to make. Now it's like, okay, I can write this or this or this or this.
I think when you start a project, it's so wonderful. You have this new idea and you start a project. But when you hold that finished project in your hand and you have a completed manuscript that's edited, and it's either actually the finished book or it's the copy of the finished ebook, and you're holding it in your hands, that is even a better feeling.
It is. I know, and I've got
look at that. Look at that.
I've got all of these that I've done, you know, the printing and formatting. The Nerdalific isn't in this pile. Oh, actually, well, I changed it. This is kind of a sample cover, but I got rid of the green because the green wasn't printing out right.
Okay.
So I had to change it to white so that the auto budget stands out more. So yes, I have all of these in my hands now, and I'm selling them at the author table next weekend on Sunday, a week from today. So
what's the time it's open? When's it open?
I'll double check that. I know that the indoor market was 11 to 3. So yeah, I'll check that and then I'll let you know.
Okay.
I'll double check.
I don't know if you noticed a slight problem with this this week that was in this book. There's a problem with this past week.
Okay.
Did you notice what the problem was?
Nothing. Perhaps. That's okay. Don't feel bad. I actually forgot that it was Sunday and that it's live stream day. So I didn't pre-schedule this at all. And I got up this morning at 7 and I'm like, it's live stream day. I better make a thumbnail and schedule it on the, you know, this StreamYard and get it scheduled and send you the link. And I was like rushing this morning, like, nobody knows I'm going to be here. So I had to like rush and get ready, but that's okay.
Oh, yep.
Switching laundry. Oh, laundry. Oh, yes, we must do that today too. Forehead smack. Okay. just finished scheduling some live streams and getting my calendar updated for the month. So when do you normally do your live streams? Do you do yours during the week, on the weekend? Yeah, I mean, I would like to check it out too, for sure. If it's something that I can fit in, then I'll definitely join up. Or so Chandra Arthur, I'm just going to go over and I'm going to take a peek at Chandra's channel.
I had gotten an invite to a couple of live streams there when I was working. And I was like, damn, I want to do these live streams. It's like, and both of them were, one was in the afternoon and then one was on a weekend, and I was all excited. And then I couldn't find the link. I've looked and looked. And yeah, I don't know what happened to it. Like it was a, you can do this. I'm like, woo, yes, I want to do this. And then I couldn't find it. So that I lose everything.
Understandable. Okay, so I'm going to go.
This is why.
So I'm going right here and I'm going to hit subscribe. So pop by Chandra Arthur's channel and we will check out her live streams Tuesday at 8 p.m. There you go.
I'd be home. I might be good. Tuesday at 8 p.m. All right.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I will. Yeah. Actually, we're going for our COVID vaccine on Tuesday, so I don't know how I'm going to be feeling by then. Yeah, no problem. Of course, everybody pop on over to Chandra's channel and check it out. I really like your banner, by the way. I love that. I need to do some more work on getting my, what do you call it, like your theme down for my channel, because I was like the red brick thing and stuff, but I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to stick with it just yet. But anyways, yes. We will check out some of your videos and stuff.
I just realized you guys can see a bit of my poster back there.
No, we can't see much back there. Twitch first and third, and YouTube second and the fourth. Gotcha. I haven't really spent time on Twitch. I haven't done a lot there. I'm learning Instagram. I do have a podcast. So I have a podcast that's also called Tanya's Writing Realm. And that's out there on so many different places now. I just signed up for more yesterday too, so it's pretty much available all over the place. I'm even on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and all of that, so that's good. But yeah, no, I haven't done the Twitch thing. I don't want to do too much because I don't have a ton of time with working full time and the kids and the writing and the everything else. So it's already a lot. So YouTube and podcast is my two biggest ones for the author business stuff. Yes, bless you again, dear. He has allergies. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah, my boys do Twitch.
We're getting Pfizer, and it's our first shot. So I haven't heard anything too negative about Pfizer yet. And I know people that have gotten it, and apparently just the arm gets really sore for a couple days, but not everybody's getting sick from it. So I think we'll be okay. Sounds like you're really staying busy. Oh yes, that's for sure. I know it's like the website, the podcast, the YouTube channel, the writing, full-time job, 2 kids. Yes, very, very, very busy. But that is okay to stay busy. And oh my gosh, child, stop with the wrapper. No. Just joking. Yeah, I have heard good things about that one. Yeah, I think right now it's one of the most popular ones to get. So, yes, crossing fingers. And that is on Tuesday, so 2 days. So we'll see how we're doing. I'm not sure if I'll be up for doing a lot of writing, but I'll try to pop into your live stream anyways, just to support and say hi and stuff. So, all right. I think it's time to call it a day. We've got lots of stuff to do, and this was fun. Actually, this is the first time in a while I've been excited about the actual writing part, because I haven't been able to write, right? Because I've been editing and editing and editing and editing and editing. So now I can actually write, and I'm excited about it. So yay. All right. Thank you all for joining us. Have a great rest of your day, afternoon, evening, night, or whatever.
And remember, story comes first. All right, you guys.
Goodbye.